What's in my camera bag 2024? A lot has actually changed since the last time I made one of these videos. And since this is the setup that I pretty much use to make every single video and do anything, basically any form of creative work, I thought I'd share with you the gear that makes all this possible. Now, I should start off by saying that this is not actually a bag. It's a Pelican case. I actually got inspired to carry one of these from a famous photographer, Carl Shakur, and even to put all these cool stickers on it because I think it just looks really sick. So firstly, I actually carry this thing because it just holds everything that I need for a majority of the times that I'm shooting. And plus it has these dividers that keeps everything very, very organized, and it's just very satisfying. Secondly, because it's rugged. Now I don't have to worry about any of these expensive things getting damaged, them rolling around, anything really. The thing is built like a tank, and it just eases my mind that nothing's gonna happen to my gear and it's gonna all stay very safe. Okay, so first and foremost, the camera that I have, which I'm currently shooting on, is the Sony FX3. Now for video, which is primarily what I do, this camera is a killer camera. And to be honest, even for photos, which I do here and there, especially for posting on Instagram or social media, this camera handles photos as well as I really need it to, and I don't feel like I need to carry a separate photography camera. So this is the one camera that I carry, the Sony FX3. Now the lens that I use for pretty much, I would say 99% of everything I do is the Sony 24-70 f2.8 G Master lens. This is the first edition. I don't feel the need that I need to upgrade to the new one because this lens is honestly everything that I need it to be. At 24, it's wide enough to like vlog or get a wide angle shot. And then when you get into like the 70 range, you can punch in quite a bit. Honestly, this is the lens that I would recommend anybody who just wants one lens to do it all. The 24-70, again, it lives on my camera basically 90% of the time, and I cannot live without this lens. This is the best purchase that I think I've ever made for my camera. Cannot say enough good things about it. I'm gonna shut up about it right now. So yeah, we'll go through all the lenses that I carry. So the second lens that I carry 2 zoom lenses and 2 prime lenses. So this is the other zoom lens, and this is the Tamron 70-180 f2.8. Again, this is a telephoto lens, and the versatility that I get from this, especially when I'm shooting anything that I need to zoom in for. And you know what? I actually shoot a lot of sports videos and sports photography from this, as well as like portraits and stuff. And I feel like this in combination with the 24-70, so now I have range from 24 to 180 at all f2.8. This is not a lens that I use like all the time, so I didn't feel like I need to upgrade to the G Master lens. That's why I got the Tamron version, because it's like a fraction of the cost. The images that you get out of this, the compression that you get out of this, it's really, really nice. It's very satisfying when you get that perfect shot with this lens. So that's the other zoom lens I carry. So the next lens that I carry is the 51.8 by Sony. This one I honestly like hardly ever use, but it was one of the first lenses that I bought when I first started like into Sony cameras. It's super little, super compact. It's just like great for something where you just want to keep it very, very minimal and light. Honestly, doesn't get a lot of use. I'm thinking of selling this, but it is a nice little lens that I carry. And the last lens is actually on the camera right now, and that is the Sony 24mm f1.4 G Master. Again, this is a small and compact lens for the most part, and it honestly doesn't get too much use, but it's great for like a talking head like this, or honestly, like if I want to just keep the setup as light as possible, I just use this and I like vlog with it. But at 1.4, it's like really nice for shallow depth of field. It's really good for low light, and honestly, like as a prime lens, I can't complain. Again, it doesn't get too much use because of the versatility of the 24-70, but it's a really nice lens and I enjoy using it when I do. All right, audio. So I carry with me the DJI Mic 2s. I recently got these a few months ago too, and I'm actually using them right now for recording audio for this video, so let me know how it sounds. And I actually have the Rode lav mic that I just sometimes plug in, but honestly don't use this too much either. But I just think the versatility of having like a lav mic setup, especially it's like wireless, is like really nice because you can stand like away from the camera and still sound good. And I just like the carrying case that this comes in. It's like nice and metal. Charge it up, it kind of just like reminds me like the AirPods. So I've been like really liking just the ease of use for the DJI Mic 2. And what's honestly been a game changer that I carry nowadays is this little microphone right here. This is, I believe, I'll put the name up, but it's like the Sony BCM E10 or E1 or something like that. It's the smaller version. And the thing that I absolutely love about this microphone is that it connects with the Sony Hot Shoe, and I don't have to use any cables. That is the reason that I would suggest this mic. You don't have to use any cables, and honestly, you don't even have to set the audio limits. It honestly just works perfectly. You just like connect it right up and boom, you get high quality sound. This is a game changer. Like, I'm so happy that I purchased this, and I can recommend this wholeheartedly to anybody. It's perfect for vlogging, run and gun setups, and even talking heads like these when you just want it like in a pinch. Very, very good. Now, if you've seen one of my videos before, you probably know that I carry this camera with me everywhere I go, and that is the Fuji X100V. I actually just made an EDC video, and this was included in that. This also has a special spot in my Pelican case when it's not in like my backpack or with me. This is a very casual camera for me. I take it out to a night out, use a flash. I take it out when I'm with my friends. Like, I don't really do anything like professional with this, but just to capture the moment, in the moment, I think it's perfect. I'm actually going on a cottage trip this weekend, and this is the camera that I'll be taking with me to capture those moments. And what I actually like to do is that I use my Lightroom presets. They're designed to make a picture look like it was shot on a film camera and give it a very retro and nostalgic look. So I'll take the pictures that come out of this, slap my Lightroom preset on it, and then boom, like it honestly gives it such a nice vibe. I'll leave them down below in the description. They're like $5 if you want to pick them up for yourself. They work great for pictures out of a camera, and they also work great for pictures out of your phone. I feel like everybody needs one of these, like the little dust blowers. Like, carry one of those too. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, there's something about flash photography that really intrigues me, and I really like the look of it. So I also carry this Godox TT350S speed light, and again, this one just clips on top of the camera hot shoe, and it's just a nice little flash. Again, this doesn't get as much use as I wish it did, because honestly, I don't take too many pictures with this camera, and if I do, I'm usually taking it with the Fuji and using the flash on that. From the pictures that I have taken, honestly, this gives a very, very nice look. I especially like it because it also gives that like retro feel to it, in my opinion. So I'll show you some pictures that I've shot with the flash on it, and I think they came out really nice. And the theme with this Pelican case is I'd rather have something and not need it than need it and not have it. So like, this is not the Pelican case that goes with me every single place that I go. This is where I just need all my gear in one place. If I need to like kind of streamline it, then I'll take things out and put them in like a actual like backpack. But this is where like all of my gear basically goes, except for like my big lights and whatnot. I actually do have a drone too. I don't use it a ton. I wish I used it, and I'm gonna start using it a little bit more this summer, but I do have a drone, and that is the Mavic 3 Classic. And this is actually like a really, really nice drone. So I kind of feel guilty for not using it too much, which is gonna change. But honestly, like, the images and the video that I get out of this is honestly beautiful. I need to go to places where I'd actually use this drone. Like, I gotta go on like vacations like LA or something. So yeah, I carry the drone with me, and I carry the remote control for the drone, obviously. And what I like about this remote control is that it has the screen built in, so I don't have to connect it with my phone or anything like I did my previous drone. I don't use it that much, but if I do need it, it is there, and it just looks cool in the bag. This is a nice little thing. I carry this little red camera rope, and on it are the Peak Design clips that make it clip to my cameras very nice and easily. And I like the color, and it was cheap. I got it on Amazon. Everything's gonna be linked in the description, by the way, so if you wanna look for anything, you can find it there. Okay, last but not least, we're gonna go through some of like the little accessories and quirky things that I carry, and we'll start off with filters. So I carry 2 filters with me, and I also carry a step-up ring. And if you don't know what a step-up ring is, I'm gonna tell you. So the widest lens diameter that I have is the Sony 24-70, and that's an 82mm thread size. Now the other ones are 67. So this is a 67 to 82mm step-up ring, so that these filters will work with any ones of my lenses, and I don't have to buy new filters, and this was like $10. Now the filters that I carry. The one filter that doesn't get too much of use, but sometimes I like how it looks, is the Moment Cinebloom diffusion filter. This is the 10% black version. Basically, when you put it on, it just kind of softens the image, it blooms the highlights, it makes light look a little bit softer. It just kind of gives it a very like ethereal and like very like dreamy like effect. Again, not for every situation, but when in the right situation, it is really nice. And honestly, the one filter that I cannot live without is the Peter McKinnon variable ND filter. This is the 2 to 5 stop one. Again, if you're outside and you shoot video, you know that you need an ND filter. If you don't, what are you doing? Come on, step up. But I like this filter because it has like a very nice case. It's built very well. It has like the cover as well. And honestly, I use this pretty much every time I shoot anything outside. I also have this light, and this is the Small Rig RGB video light. And it's cool because one, it's like color temperature adjustable. It has a bunch of different modes, so it's also fully RGB, so you can get pretty much any color from it. This is 1% brightness. Like that's pretty bright. And it's like super small and compact, and honestly provides two things. It provides lighting in a pinch if you need it, and it's honestly a great practical light that I can keep in the background, light up the background with if I just want to give it a nice little look. What I love about this is it's built really well. It's like all metal. It's small, it's light. It has USB-C to charge, which is amazing. And it also can plug in with the 1/4 inch screw, and it can like be placed on a tripod or whatnot. Honestly, just a very, very handy thing to have in your camera bag at all times. And the last few things, I carry an extra battery with me at all times, and obviously like the Sony charger. But this is kind of cool. This is like a USB Type-C like adapter and stuff. So on one end it's USB Type-A, and then it actually flips to micro USB 2. On the other end, it's USB-C. The main reason I use it is because it has a micro SD card reader. The drone uses micro SD. So when I need to put that on my computer, I just connect it with this. This is by Vanja. I actually saw this from MKBHD actually. Again, I'll try to find this and leave it below in the description, but it's honestly very, very useful, especially, well, my MacBook now has an SD card reader, but for micro SD, it's perfect. And ladies and gentlemen, that is what I carry in my Pelican case, in my camera bag. So if you found this entertaining, consider clicking that subscribe button. Thank you for watching till the end. I'm gonna leave my Lightroom presets down below in the description. Thank you so much, and I'll see you again in the next video.